I've been working here already for 36 years. I've chosen to stay at Valley Christian because God has shown me that I can make a difference in students' lives. Christian education has always been a part of my life. I look back at my parents and the investment that they made in my Christian schooling, and realizing now and through my adult age what huge benefits I've reaped from that as well. And so if I can pour into other students' lives and do the same and do God's work through it, that's what I wanted to continue to do.
I had no experience growing up and educationally with Christian schools, but my wife had become a teacher, first at Scottsdale Christian Academy, a couple of tours there, and then at Grace Community Christian School. And through my observing what was going on there, I had become really a relatively radical proponent of Christian education going forward.
I think of the early days with Linda Yarborough and Rosemary Meehan and Barry Barnes and Bernie Benson. They were just there for me. Probably the greatest mentor in my life here at Valley Christian was Marlon Brook, and just his stay the course steadiness for Christian education and working with the student athlete. He taught me so much, and I hope I can continue that on. And now that we've added new teachers and new coaches, I would love to be their mentor the way I was mentored when I got here.
There have been a few people at Valley who help me daily to become the person that God wants me to be, and I've always known I could be. Mr. Scott Timmer. I'll never forget my first day of health class when Mr. Timmer was giving one of his Timmer talks. He introduced me to Christ that first day, and I've never formally credited him with doing so, but I'm here today to give thanks to him for changing my life.
As you heard by now, we'll be starting Valley Christian Elementary next year. We now anticipate opening our elementary campus, if everything goes exactly right and the speed of city approvals and permits, in 2020, but more likely on the fall of 2021. Last Friday, we dedicated our new land to the Lord, knowing the impact we have is only by God's grace.
When we walked in even, I just looked out at this land and I thought, God, what are the possibilities? What will you choose to do over the next generation and 2 and 3 generations later? Because of the faith of a few people that started 30 plus years ago, and now we're standing here today. David comes before God in Psalm chapter 5, and he says, "In the morning, O Lord, will you hear my voice? In the morning I will order my prayer to thee and eagerly watch." You see, every revival that has ever taken place in church history has always begun with prayer.
We just thank you that you are going to provide the perfect people for the jobs. God, you're going to provide an immense amount of students that are going to be poured into to be world changers, Jesus. We thank you that you are a rewarder of those who diligently seek you. And we thank you that our school leaders and our teachers have been diligently seeking you for the past many, many years, God. And we thank you that they are people who seek after your heart. So we just thank you for the promise that's in your word, that you are a rewarder of those who seek you, God. We enter this next season full of faith, Jesus, because we know that faith is what pleases you. We know that you can do big things and nothing is too big for you, God. So we just thank you that what happens here these next few years, God, in building this school, God, will just continue to grow and grow and grow because you are faithful and you are going to build your kingdom here through this school, Jesus.